What's up, world? My name is Big Hollis, producer, owner of a record company, former director of urban music for Bayside Distribution, produced over 280 some odd albums, worked with a lot of people from Snoop Dogg, Sheik Luch, AZ, Freeway, Devin the Dude, A-Ball, MJG, Lil Scrappy, Bone Thugs and Harmony, you name it. A lot of cats in the game.
A Cap City super producer, most definitely an underrated rapper, the executive producer, the legend Big Hollis, real name Walter Hollis, born November 27th in 1971. Big Hollis grew up in the Freeport area in South Sacramento. He fell in love with hip-hop at an early age and was honored to grow up on jazz and rhythm and blues, which made him musically inclined at an early age. He started DJing and producing in high school and went by the name DJ Hollis in the late 80s. Big Hollis actually was in a group with the legendary rapper Brother Lynch Hung from South Sacramento, 24th Street Gordon Block Crib. Lynch went by the name Ice Cold at the time. The rapper Six from Elder Creek was also in the group, and he went by the name Strobe Light. In the mid-90s, Hollis linked up with a legendary artist named Emo from Berkeley, California, but he made Sacramento his second home. Emo and Hollis formed a group, a production team, and a clique called Sick Bay Music. COS and the singer D-Dub from Sacramento was in that group with Big Hollis and Emo before they had their legendary run with the rapper Brother Lynch Hung. And a female rapper by the name of T-Lie was a part of Sick Bay, releasing music as well.
Stand the fuck up for your boy. I take a long way. Let's do it. 26 inches on. I'm getting it in. I'm getting it in. Yeah. The highway glide. Purple in the wind. California dreaming. I get it high here. I'm getting it in. I'm getting it in. If black's on fire, you blame it on me. I'm probably in a drop top counting up G. I get it high, Bill. I tell you what it is. Right. Maserati got one of them. They call me outstanding, nice out, glamorous, all white neighborhood, and they can't stand it. Cause I got the big house with the big yard, extended garages to hold my car. Don't need no car, get fools on car. If you make a gas bill, you better know God. Everything planned, no charge. Trouble being man, I'm on my job. My God, nigga, UPS on the list. Louis 13, you can keep that Chris. If you looking for that snow, I can get it by the brick. Add to a quarter all the way to a zip.
Big Hollis released his debut album called Keep Holding on his first independent label called Who's to Know Records in 1995. That featured his whole Sick Bay crew, and not too long after that, Big Hollis linked up with an entrepreneur by the name of Pudgy from South Sacramento.
Turn television.
Turn TV, baby. It's Big Hollis. We in the hotel room getting ready to go. You know? You know, that's how you do it, man. With the, you know what I'm saying, with Big Hollis, man. That's how you do it, man.
Big Pudgy is straight out that Detroit Boulevard Bloods community. Pudge and Hollis started a label called Out of Bounds Entertainment. In 1996, Hollis did production on a rapper named Scanless album called The Book of Scanless. He from Detroit Boulevard Bloods as well. Big Hollis released his sophomore album, The Millennium, The Day Is Coming, on Out of Bounds ENT through Bayside Distribution in 1998. After that, Hollis got a call from a friend named Jelly that needed beats for him and his homies. So Hollis took a flight to St. Louis and produced 2 albums for 30 grand a piece and left with 60,000 in cash in a short period of time. Yup, he flew back home in some oversized Timberland boots and never looked back.
Okay, let's do it.
Not too long after he got home, him and Pudgy put Scanless' second album out on Out of Bounds Entertainment called In the End We Shall Repent in 1999. Early in the year 2000, Big Hollis did most of the production on the legendary rapper Looney Coleon's classic album called Total Recall. Big Hollis produced songs like Time Waits for No Man, Dear Mama, Reincarnation, Thug Shit, and more. Later that year, he produced a song called The Cough for GP the Beast out that Del Paso Heights DPH community in Northside Sacramento on the compilation called Too Gangsta for Radio in the late 2000s. On the legendary Death Row Records, CEO, who don't know is Suge Knight. He produced X-rated album Vengeance Is Mine in the year 2000 for Black Market Records. A young hustler by the name of Weldon Angelos from Salt Lake City, Utah, got in touch with Big Hollis with a plan. Weldon Angelos is the CEO of Extravagant Records. Him and Hollis did a compilation called We From the LBC in 2001 with Snoop, Badass, Daz Dillinger, Superfly, Doggy's Angels, and Goldie Lowe, featuring Be Legit, Napoleon of the Outlaws, Big Hollis, Marvelous, Mac Dre, and more.
What you been doing all in this for? Hey, that's my shit. That's my shit. Ooh, that's my shit. That's my shit. Come on. Ooh, that's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. Oh. Hey, go ahead, baby. Mac Dre looking down, saying, go ahead, baby. I'm all in the dough. You can ass keep sleep, dog. I'm all in the dough. From sack to the stove, me and my cousin Jesse pushing a brand new roll. Tear the club up with 415s. How much tear the sub up? Girls tough. Here what it do is let a number on the truck. Come on. Yeah, I might call her, show her what it feel like to ride with a ball. Pop the Chris, diamond shining looking like the Vegas Strip. I blew her a kiss, cool in the face, but her ass is thick. Not shift kiss.
Hollis linked up with the Murder Dog magazine and did Sac Kings 1, a double CD with various Sacramento artists representing the city of Sac in a real fashion. He also put out Looney Coleon in the Mouth of Madness, Mac Dre album called Mac Dre's The Name, on Extravagant Records by way of Out of Bounds ENT.
Studio, and he pulled up, and he was like, "This motherfucker clean, Cuddy." And I was like, "Yeah, would this work for the record?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Only problem is, Hollis, I don't do the same chord twice. I already had one of these a while ago, and I don't want to do it again." He was like, "So I mean, it's good. We can do something else." And I was just like, I was out of option. So I was like, how about I give you X amount of dollars and then you just go get what you want.
Right.
So that's when he bought the burnt orange Range Rover that he had on an album cover where he was walking from the Cougar to the Range Rover. Mm-hmm. That was the Range Rover that he got off of the record we did, Mac Dre's The Name. And what was fucked up about it is that right after he bought that motherfucker, he drove that motherfucker to Vegas and the motor blew out in that bitch.
Big Hollis produced 16 albums in 2001. That was a big year for the legendary producer. In 2002, he produced and released LooneyColeon.com, Sac Kings 2, The Year of the Pit, X-Rated and Kingpin, City of Kings, the Sacca Endo Project. He produced some tracks on GP the Beast's debut album, Finally, including the title track that had the streets on fire for show. In 2003, he put out an album called The Money Run by the Long Beach rapper Badass, rest in peace, on Extravagant Records by way of Out of Bounds ENT. Then not too long after that, the CEO of Extravagant Records, Weldon Angelos, caught a Fed case for gun possession and marijuana charges. He only had 3 zips, but they said it was 24, and unfortunately, that landed him in federal prison for 55 years. President Trump pardoned him and gave the man his freedom back after serving 13 years of a 55-year sentence.
We all know that politicians in America don't often agree on much, but tonight there is an emerging consensus on both sides of the aisle that we are locking up too many nonviolent criminals in this country. Case in point, the man you're about to meet. He is serving 55 years for selling weed while carrying a gun. He would be doing less time if he were a murderer. But there may be new hope for him, and my Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts has this update.
I get a second chance to be a real citizen. I don't have to check that box that says I'm a felon. I have all my constitutional rights. It's amazing. It's a fresh new start for me.
Weldon Angelos is a rap producer who was sentenced to 55 years in prison for selling marijuana. Under harsh federal mandatory minimum laws, he got the stiff sentence because he had a gun. Since having his sentence commuted in 2016 by President Obama, Angelos has been an advocate for changing federal sentencing laws and reforming drug laws. He tells Fox 13 he got a call from Senator Mike Lee with the good news of his pardon.
I broke down. I was extremely happy because, I never really thought it would actually happen. And, I got it. My whole life is, has been changed. And so I'm extremely grateful to President Trump, Senator Mike Lee, and everyone that's continued to support me through this.
Angelos tells me he plans to continue working to get other nonviolent drug offenders pardoned or their sentences commuted. On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.
And just to name a few more legendary artists that Big Hollis produced for and worked with, I'll start with Sibo. He produced a song called Paper Made on Enemy of the State and more. Mozzie and Gunplay, Spice One, MC8, The Jacker, rest in peace, Keek the Sneak, the legendary rapper Messy Marv, Bullies with Fullies, Pastor Troy, the legendary Woody from Antioch, rest in peace, Lil Flip, Pizzo, Sally Sale, Dead Prez, Cool Keith, Hell Real, Lil White, DeRoe, Gangsta Dre, Ballin' Ass Dame, Snubs, Young Noble, rest in peace, and the Outlaws, T Nutty, Lace Lino, Eclipse the Hustler, Big Slap Rock, and more. Big Hollis, Eclipse the Hustler, and Lace Lino formed a group called the Block Bleeders. They got an album called Bleeding the Block that tore the streets up, had it on fire in 2005. Big Hollis has produced on 281 albums and counting. He also did music for Freeway Ricky Ross documentary called Crack the System.
Just out here grinding, man, trying to put it down, trying to get mine. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the show, man. How long you been out for now, man?
Man, I've been out the halfway house about 6 weeks now.
Damn, fam.
So, I've been moving, man. I've been all over, San Francisco, St. Louis, Indiana. I'm getting it in, man, in a short time.
I bet, dog.
No, I can't mess with that kush.
Man,
they got me pissing in that bottle, man.
Ain't that something, man? All right, man. Let's familiarize some people with you in case they don't know. You are like one of the biggest dope dealers in the history of America, right?
Yeah, they give me that title, man. I don't know if that's totally accurate. You know how the government is, man. They gonna put it on you. When they take you in there and put that indictment on you, they gonna try to do as much as they can. But, I made quite a bit of money,
Hollis also did the production on the legendary Kevin Garnett's documentary called Anything is Possible, Weldon Angelos documentary. He also got a song on the Lincoln Lawyer soundtrack, and the song is in the movie as well. He did production in a movie called City of Lies with the legendary actors Forrest Whitaker and Johnny Depp. Big Hollis also produced tracks for Skeet 64 out that Northside Sacramento SMG.
Product of the black top, brand new drop. Pouring up with 100,000 in the corner hugging. Used to get my money on a 10 speed. Pouring up, scraping up my hate ass enemy. Now I put it up, same block, same street, same hood. Jumping out, nigga, what's good? West Coast gangster, punk bitch strangler, everything ass running right here yelling. Shorty, I'm famous according to the paper. Everything I have a bad season like a later. Say, bro, you can catch these bullets like a vapor. The K I hate escape to the season like a straight up. From bank to the sack town, back to the major. I'm a ball hard 24 for the paper. Pull a triple double like 24 on the Lakers. I've been known to put in the grind for all paper.
Shout out to Big Hollis for his contribution to the Sacramento rap scene and hip-hop as a whole. I'm going to leave his IG in the description box. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. This NSN, and I'm out.